Guys, this is Ronnie from Manhattan, New York. So you guys asked for it, so I'm giving it to you guys. This is the large shrimp from Target, and this is the Market Pantry brand. It's already washed and cleaned. And now I am going to get my all natural boneless chicken breast tenderloins. It's already washed and cleaned as well, but I'm going to clean them again. And I do clean them again with my Goya vinegar. So I have it boiling right now in water. You guys can see it's boiling. This is how to extend your pot. As I told you guys, I put a lot of extra potatoes so that I would have potatoes and beef gravy. So the shrimp is gonna go in this pot along with some chicken breast. So that's how that looks. So now, I hope you guys can see. Okay, I'm trying to prop you guys so you guys can see. So now I'm grabbing the chicken breast. And I'm just gonna take out the amount I want. So I just put 2 in there. Chicken breast. 3. You guys seen the chicken breast? 3, 4. I'm just gonna put 6 in there. 5. This is the chicken breast. 5. And nobody has time for that all day cooking, so there's now 6 in there. And then you want to make sure you reseal the bag with a clean hand. So this is my clean hand, so I'm using my clean hand instead of the hand. You don't want cross-contaminate the bag. And then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it back in the freezer. So before I put these bags in the freezer, I usually wipe them off with a Clorox wipe. So now that I have the chicken breast in this bag, you guys can see, I put it in the same shrimp bag. I'm gonna wash my hands. And I'm gonna pour some vinegar in there. Uh-oh, the freezer's still open. So I'm gonna pour, let me show you guys measurements. 1, 2, 3, and that's good enough. And I'm gonna clean the chicken breast with that. So now I'm pouring in the water. So now it's full of water. And you don't even have to rub it, but I tend to rub it. Like I'm rubbing the vinegar in. Making sure it's cleaned. I eat out a lot because sometimes, a lot of the time that saves me money, being that I'm one person. I might want 2 things to eat. And if it's not on sale, I find places that is affordable where I could have those 2 things and it would cost me less than to go and buy it. For instance, if this shrimp is not on sale by me, it costs so now that and then I rinsed it out again. I'm gonna put the pot on the fire and put the chicken breast in the pot. Now it's in the pot. I'm filling it up with water. And I'm going to boil them in 2 sections. Because I only have this size pot or a 2 big pot. And I don't want to take out a huge pot. So as you can see, these three are left over. These three are left over. So once that's finished boiling, I'm going to put it in a separate. So I'm going to wash my hands again. And make sure to wash off the container to keep that sanitary as well. So I like to open both of them when I'm using soap. I like to use both of them. So I just this is how I use the soap. This is the green and the yellow soap on the sponge. And this is the sink. So I'm just going to leave this in the sink like this until I come back. And I like to open both of them when I'm using them. So I did the dishes. I told you guys I was lazy. I had a whole bunch of dishes to do. I actually did them. So this is what the stove looks like right now. You can see the shrimp is being boiled. And this is the fire that I'm using, if you guys can see it. The chicken breast is boiling. I can't even show you guys the fire. Can you guys see the fire? Some of you guys want to know how the temperature of the fire, how high I have it. So I'm trying to get that to you guys. So as you can see, the pot is full with 3. So I just put 3 in there. And that's going in that pot. So that's going to be a chicken, shrimp, and beef mix. So that's how the fire is. You guys can see it now. That's how the fire is. My phone is ringing. So I am going to answer my phone. Let's see who's calling. My mom. Hello? 1 minute. Hello? Yeah, I called you. My surgery is gonna be at 7. And tomorrow. 7 a.m. Bye. Okay. Hello? Yeah, guys. So that was my mom. She wanted to know what time I was having my surgery, so I called her to let her know. But I guess she was busy, so as you guys can see, so let's get back to the stove. I turned on my music. So as you guys can see, this is a YouTube playlist. So I don't know. I guess you can search it by Mix P Square. You guys can see it's a YouTube playlist. So I don't know all the songs that are playing. I just enjoy it. Sounds good. So I play it. So I'm getting back to the kitchen, guys. So as you can see, the shrimp is boiling and the chicken breast is boiling. I usually open the window because it has such a strong aroma of food. So I'm gonna open the lock, if you guys can see. And then I'm gonna lift up the window from the little ledge. And this much is good. So my cat is super happy. I let her have her litter for 2 weeks. So this is what it looks like. And she gets her litter for like longer. Like usually I clean it every week, but sometimes she just, she just wants to roll in her own dirt. So it's already been a week on Wednesday since she bathed. I'm gonna bathe her today. She just doesn't know it. So I'm gonna just like run and grab her and bathe her. She just doesn't know it. So while this is cooking, I am going to, let's see if I can position you guys here. So I'm gonna grab some rice.
Thumbs up to your mama, cause she made it possible. Again, I think I fix and do my best, mama, but that is impossible. No, no, you need a photocopy of your mama, copy of your mama, too. Girl, you find baby, who made it possible? Your mama, your papa, your mama, your mama, only God made it possible.
So guys, this is some basmati rice, beef round. I have 2 pieces of beef round with potatoes here. So I'm waiting for the shrimp to boil. I want to put some in here. You're my African queen, girl, my king, we wear everything. So we're standing here waiting for the shrimp to boil, which looks like any moment now. So I want to show you guys if you're a first time cooker, because I was raised a vegetarian, so I'm new to like the meat thing. So this is basically when it's boiled, it looks different. You can see it looks like it's swollen. I hope you guys can see it looks like it's swollen. Whenever it's boiled, it opens out, or you can see the back. It like flared out and it looks like it's swollen. That's what happens when the shrimp are boiled. Let's check on the chicken breast. Let's first of all rinse our pork. Ooh, these are almost done. So I'm gonna stick these other 3 in there. So I just stuck that in there. And when it boils, it'll get smaller and it all will fit. So stick that in on top. As you can see, I make a mess. The water is like boiling. It spilled over some again. So this is the rice from yesterday. I heated it up to eat some. The shrimp is almost done. You can see it's about to boil. You guys can see the steam coming off of it. It's totally about to boil. And then it'll be done. And then I'm going to pour them in some cold water, take off the tails, and then put them in that. I might just leave the tails. I'm just going to leave the tails and put them in the thing. I'm not using the fork no more. No one up top. So I'm thinking I should cut the beef rounds in half. So there's only 4 of them left. I think. One, two, well, yeah, only 4 of them left. But I think it'll be fine because there's 6 chicken breasts and a whole half a bag. That was half a bag of shrimp, by the way, guys. That wasn't a full bag of shrimp. So imagine how much shrimp you would get in a full bag. Like I tell people, instead of going to the fish market, if you can't afford it like me, because I bought this on sale for $5.29 or $7.29, and the chicken breast I bought on sale for $5.99, and this is, I believe this is 5.7 or $5.99, something like that as well. So, and look at all the shrimp I have here. I have at least 20 pieces of shrimp, guys. Like, what more could you want? So I'm trying to reposition the chicken. And it's spilling over me. But it's like perfect now. Now I can boil fine. It's perfect. And when this is done boiling, I just throw it in my other pot. Uh-oh, get out of my fire. I have to light this fire. I can see it's boiling till it's coming to a frizz. Oh, my stove just lit. So this is boiled and done. I like to see the water actually bubble up when it's boiled. I guess that's what I'm looking for. But it's going to spill and give me frizz and stuff. So these bad boys are broiled and done. That's why I make sure to keep a clean sink so I can do this, especially something hot. I just lay it on the edge. They're finished, they're boiled. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to switch where the pots are at, because that burner I have to actually light it. So I'm gonna put this here for a second. Turn on back this fire. You guys can see that. Turned on back that fire. Take my pot with my chicken rounds, my beef rounds. I was gonna wet the shrimp and take off the tails, 'cause I'm so greedy. I like just to snack at them, but I'm not. I'm gonna throw them in here. So let's see exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 shrimp in here. Not to mention that I already cooked half the bag again. So I can't thank Target enough. For people like me who are not rich class, shrimp is almost like a delicacy because it's so expensive. And it's so hard to catch the bigger ones because they're so smart. So they run. So basically the shrimp is already cooked. So I'm just basically letting it marinate in the beef gravy. The beef and potato gravy, if you guys can see what I'm doing. So I have this up against my stomach so it doesn't move. And I'm just mixing the pot around. I think my chicken breasts are boiled. I'm going to put them in there as well. So I'm going to turn down this fire because it's way too high. I'm just basically trying to marinate the gravy. So these are already boiled. So I'm just going to take them out. I'm going to do the same thing with the chicken since they're already boiled. and just let them get in the pot. So they're already broiled, nice and broiled. Uh-oh. I have like semi rawness here. You guys can see that. But that's perfectly fine because it's going to cook down in the pot now for okay. Some of it is broiled, some of it isn't. Like this is broiled. Okay. So the pieces that aren't broiled, I'm going to put back in the water to boil. So this is already fully broiled. So that's going to stay there. This is fully broiled as well. So that's going to stay there. I'm going to turn off back the fire because that's enough. Grab some water and I'm going to put these back to boil. So I'm going to put that back to boil. I'm just going to cover this pot because I want it to cook all at one time. So I just covered the pot, as you guys can see. I like glass covers because I can see what's going on. I was going to put it to cook down for 10 minutes and it would have finished cooking it, but I just put it back to broil. The fire's on high. I just want to put it in there. Yeah, so I'm going to I'm going to steal a couple of these shrimps. First, I'm going to turn on the fire and let it heat up and let it broil up for a second before I steal the shrimps, because I just put raw meat in there, so I want to make sure that it broils up just a little bit. Because so I'm gonna sit you guys here for a second while I'm doing that. My food is now cold, so I'm putting it back into the pot to heat up completely. So I've now put my food back in the pot. To heat up. And I'm about to light the stove. But in order to do that, I need a paper towel. So I'm grabbing a paper towel. I'm grabbing a paper towel and I am twisting it. I like to twist it like this so that I have like a point. And when I have a point, I'll light it. So you guys can see it's lit. And then extend it to and I got that back burner lit. So we're like almost good to go. So as you can see, I'm heating up the food. I'm just going to turn off the fire in the front. You can see I got the back burner lit. So the rice is heating up in the back. This is still boiling. Boiling. As you can see, once that's finished boiling, that'll be good to go. I'm finished with this pot. I'm just gonna put it in the sink. So the water is going down, as you can see. It goes down so fast. It's like just 1 second you look, it's full, and then the next second you look, it's empty. It's just that fast. Look at the soap. You don't even see the soap and the sponge anymore. And I didn't use the sponges yet. So I try to keep the stuff from going down in the drain. So you want to make sure, it's very important to use your drain stopper and just turn it sideways. So the water will go to the drain and it will catch all the food in the sink. You can see here, it catches the meat and the veggies. And what it doesn't catch, the other one catches, which is really awesome. So you don't want a clogged sink. That's no bueno. You just want to pick up what you can pick up. But you can't pick up, you'll just let it go down. So you always want to try to pick up what you can pick up. Some of it you like can't get. You're going to kill yourself over that. But you always want to make the effort to get what you can get, which is this. Then I throw it out. And I rinse it out. I have to wash it off, but I like to see it clean in the sink. As you can see. Rinse it off. There's a part on the bottom that also catches any food you miss. So you want to make sure to push this plastic part up. So that it's like closer. So guys, if you just saw what I did, if you want to stop the water in the sink, you can always like loosen this a little bit. If you guys can see the bottom, you loosen it a little bit like this, and then you put it in the sink, and look,